Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Grace Regato softball field for Catholic Central League Baseball. Same here, he's taking on Austin Prep. Swing and a miss, Lee Newhall on the mound. Low for a ball. And that's a strikeout to start the game. In for a strike. Same here, he's missing a couple of players. Alyssa Grassi is not here. Change up, way out in front for a strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the game. Hit slowly to first base. Safe. Second baseman dropped the ball. So Moroli, the first baseman, will reach on the error. Keeps the inning alive for Fideli, the catcher. D'Alessandro, the catcher, is not in the lineup. Alyssa Grassi is not there. So they're missing a couple of their keys. Looking for their 14th win of the season. I mentioned it during the boys' baseball game. This is their 16th game of the season. Link Glasgow boys' baseball team just played their 5th. In for a strike. And that's all because of that dreaded pandemic, COVID. It pushed the seasons all over the place. Leagues were starting at different times, playing different sports at different times. Line right at the center fielder. Fideli hit it right on the nose and lined it to DiBiasio. So the error doesn't hurt. Two big strikeouts the inning for Newhall. And St. Mary's will have a chance to get on the board first. This is a rare night game, St. Mary's, and a rare Sunday night game. The boys played this afternoon, the girls are playing tonight. These are games they were supposed to play last weekend that were rained out. For St. Mary's, and I hope I got this correct because almost impossible to read the sheet that Coach Pagluca gave to me. Brooke Maloney, the first baseman, leads off. Jill Colby, the left field, will bat second. Marina DiBiasio will play center field and bat third. Pitching and batting cleanup, Lily Newhall. Emily Rodriguez will play third base and bat fifth. Batting sixth, and playing shortstop, Sam Porozinski. Anna Franguli will play second base and bat seventh. Rosa Brad will catch and bat eighth. And Julia Nicola will play right field. It's Roma Brad. Nicola will play right field and bat ninth. Ian Torelli on the mound for Austin Prep, and I apologize, the roster they gave me only had last names. The young girls here get a little bit of a break because it's not as hot as it was during the day with the baseball game. So Brooke Maloney, they told me she's an 8th grader, starting at first base. It was funny, during the games I mentioned that she certainly didn't look like a high school player, and she's not, she's an 8th grader. But they're all under one principal, so everything is fine. She gets the bunt down. They throw it away. She's going to try and go to second, and she gets in there safely. The throw is a little offline. A good throw would have had her easily. So Maloney will reach on the error. Jill Colby, the left fielder, will be the hitter. We're in the final week, hard to believe, in the final week of the regular season for all the teams. She pushes the bunt right by the third baseman, absolutely perfect. And she just keeps going to second base. A perfect bunt by Colby. Third baseman charging, and she pushed it right by her. So Smhs has a threat right off the bat. Second and third, nobody out for Marina DiBiasio. Outstanding two-sport athlete. Hockey. It fouled back and out of play. Ian Torelli's got a different wind-up. Kind of does a little circle with her hand when she gets it back. Had a bunt down the first base line, it goes foul. 0-2 the count. Hit on the ground to third. They hold the runner. Nice job by the third baseman, Wilcox. That was a hard shot, one hop right to the third baseman. Oh, DiBiasio hit it well, but didn't get lucky. One away. Lily Newhall can help herself. High for a ball. She's coming forward. She's got that little turn with the ball up in the air, spins around, and then throws it. You don't see that very often. Nice stop by the catcher Fideli. High for a ball. High again for ball 4. The walk loads the bases for Emily Rodriguez, who's having a big year swinging the bat for St. Mary's. I think we're going to have a runner. I thought we were going to have a runner. Yes, we are. We'll have a runner for Newhall. I have a shot at getting her number. I'll know who she is. In for a strike. And I think they put a couple of new players on, maybe a couple of JV players, because it looks like number 1 at first base, and I don't have a 1 hit in the air. First baseman went to play in foul territory, so there's 2 away. Ian Torelli's been tough with people on base. High for a ball. This is Sam Porozinski, another outstanding multi-sport. Obviously softball, but another outstanding hockey player. Low for a ball. High for a ball. She's on the verge of walking in a run. And there, a hit and a walk. Low to the bases, and now we're going to trip out to the mound. These teams will be preparing this week for what got started this year with the pandemic and having no state tournament in basketball or soccer or hockey. The leagues got together and formed a league tournament. Catholic Central League are calling it Catholic Central League Cup. St. Mary's girls won the cup in basketball. Boys won it in hockey. Girls won it in hockey. So they kept it going, even though they're going to have a state tournament in baseball and softball. They kept the cup going. They'll be playing, but unfortunately, we won't be able to televise any of them because all the games, baseball and softball, are going to be played at Gordon College. And that's ball 4. Porozinski will get an RBI, and St. Mary's gets on the board. So it looked like Iantorelli was getting out of the inning after loading the bases with 1 out. A ground out and a pop-up. But now she walks Sam Porozinski. Anna Franguli will be the hitter. In for a strike. And it was games we've done, she's usually the left fielder. She's the second baseman with Grossi not here. High for a ball. The lights are on here at the Grace Regato Complex, but we really don't need them because the sun is as bright as it can be. It's the sun lighting up the field rather than the lights. Low for a ball. 2-1. Franguli is the 7th hitter in the inning. 3 on, 2 out, and a run in for the Spartans. Hit fouled out of play. Ashanti Perdillo is the runner at second base. She's running for Newhall. Swing and a miss. Hit in a right field for a base hit. They sent a runner home in safely. So Franguli goes the other way. A big 2-out hit. And St. Mary's has jumped out to a 3-0 lead. They still have 2 on for Roma Brad, the catcher. She's behind the plate. D'Alessandro is not here. Obviously, the seniors are out and about, probably maybe visiting schools or in for a strike. They had graduation a while ago, and it was a thing of beauty, as was English, classical, and tech, and KIP. Way up in the air. Nice job. They almost picked the runner off at first, and when they try, hustling over to third is Sam Porozinski. So he threw down trying to get the runner. Franguli, and Horzinski sneaks over to third. And now I'm not sure why the coach is coming out. And she didn't go to the plate umpire, she went to the base umpire. I don't know if she's asking him to check with the plate umpire, and that's what it was. She wanted him to go to the plate umpire and see what his version was, and they say safe again. It was a close play at first with Franguli. Brad, the catcher, is the 8th hitter in the inning. Missing down and in for a ball, and walking to second base is Franguli. She was looking to draw a throw, maybe steal a run. And now another conversation. I'm not sure what's happening here. A conversation out on the mound. Frank Pagluca talking to the base runners and hitter, while the coach talks to the umpire. So conversations going on everywhere here. Now the umpires will get together. This is a long inning, long half inning. Brad is the 8th hitter. St. Mary's has scored 3. They have second and third with 2 outs. And we've had already a couple of trips to the mound. Discussion with the base umpire. I think we're finally going to get back to softball. In for a strike. Strike 3 calls. So the inning is finally over. But St. Mary sends 8 to the plate. They put 3 on the board. We played an inning in this Catholic Central League battle. St. Mary's 3, Austin Prep nothing. Lily Newhall will start her second inning of work. 5, 6, and 7 for Austin Prep. Patty, the second baseman, will lead it off. In for a strike. The big hit in the first inning, the 2-out single by Franguli that knocked in 2 after a walk with the bases loaded made it 1-0. So the error and the 2 walks extended the inning. Hit the third base foul. Just missed, dropping down and away. High and drive and deep and foul. She got all of that one. Got way out in front of it, pulled it well, foul. Down and away for a ball. Diving catch by the third baseman. Nice play. Rodriguez, if he doesn't catch it, that's going to probably bounce around. He might have a base runner, but a little soft pop. She had to go get it, dive, make an all-out dive, and just picked it off the dirt. So 1 up, 1 down. Melanson, the left fielder, is the hitter. Takes the pitch for a strike. Hit foul to the backstop. Just missed. Just a little bit low. Hit in the air to left field. Coming on, Colby makes the play. Two up, 2 down. For the designated player, Young. She's hitting for the third baseman, Wilcox. Can't call balls and strikes Smell here because that looked like picture perfect, but obviously I can't see the plate from here. And that was ball 1. Hit foul off the backstop. Ian Torelli, the pitcher, is on deck. Down and in for a ball. Missing again. In for a strike. Taking all the way, Young. 2 outs, nobody on, top of the second. Catholic Central League action, St. Mary's and Austin Prep. Popped up in foul territory. Nice job by the young 8th grader, Maloney, going over in foul territory, making the play. So Newhall has a quick 1-2-3 inning. Austin Prep is up and down in the second. We'll move into the bottom half of the second. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Spartans. I have to give a big tip of the hat to Jeff Earp and Dave Raymond, and I'll stop there because I'll miss somebody. All the people from Babe Ruth. This field has been in very good shape all year long. It used to be Babe Ruth girls softball here during the summer. That program stopped a long time ago and AAU kind of took over. But those guys work extremely hard keeping this field up, and they've done a nice job cutting the grass and dragging the infield and putting foul lines down. And they also do a great job with the Babe Ruth program, keeping the young kids busy during the summer. They've been playing for a while baseball. The state tournament will be up and coming. And they've done a great job for the youth of the city. And they contribute mightily to the city and the people, and they take very good care of their kids. They treat them very well, give them the best in uniforms and equipment, and the coaches are all outstanding. And it's all for zero. They don't get paid a nickel. If you had to pay those people for the jobs they do, you couldn't afford it. The pitcher, the right fielder, Julia Nicolo, is the hitter. You've heard Nicolo's name mentioned. What a stab by the catcher. Nicolo popped it up. Fideli, the catcher, just flashed her glove and made the catch. That's a very nice defensive play. One up, one down on one pitch. Brooke Maloney reached on an error and scored the first run of the ball game. She bunted and it got thrown away. She wound up at second base. Low for a ball. In for a strike. So I guess we'll be talking about this young lady for a long time. Squared like she was going to bunt. The pitch was way wide for a ball. Wilcox, the third baseman, charging, as well as the first baseman, Maroli. That one bounces to the backstop. 3-1 the count to the Spartan first baseman. Goes after it, hits it to left field. Melanson makes the play there. So they get Maloney for the second out. It looked like it was a little bit high. It might have been ball 4. Jill Colby laid down a perfect bunt. She squared the bunt. The third baseman come charging in, and she pushed it right by the third baseman. And she wound up scoring the second run in the inning. They only got 2 hits in the first inning. That bunt and the opposite field single by Franguli. She tries to bunt, pops it up, and it goes out of play. Again, the third baseman, Wilcox, was right down her throat. Center fielder is shading right center field, so she's got a lot of room in left center field. She faked the bunt and pulls it by the third base bag. In with a stand-up double. She got Wilcox to charge because she was faking the bunt, took a full swing and drilled it right by Wilcox. Down deep in the corner in left field. Colby's got her second hit, a double. She's second with 2 outs for DiBiasio. Hit it well, but hit it one hop to the third baseman. Any place else, she would have got a base hit. High for a ball. Colby took off, hesitated, and winds up diving into third base safely. So she's at third with 2 outs. She went more than halfway and drew a throw behind her, and it went to third and just dove ahead of the throw in the tag. High again for a ball. High for ball 3. In for a strike. DiBiasio will still be fussy. It's got a pitch she can handle. 3-1 the count. High for ball 4. Third walk given up by Iantorelli. The first one loaded the bases. The second one forced in a run. This one extends the second inning, puts runners at first and third. At least momentarily, I would think DiBiasio would be stealing second base. Lily Newhall drew a walk and scored a run. Squeals like she's going to bunt just to protect the runner, and the runner, DiBiasio, they give her second base. So it's second and third again for St. Mary's, with this time with 2 outs. And again, Newhall can help herself. Hit foul past third base. It's funny, she's hit all over the lineup. More often than not, they hit for her. And now in this game, she's in the cleanup spot. Started to pull the trigger, held up, but was up and away. So it looked like a quick inning. 2 quick outs, a pop up to the catcher, a fly ball to left field. But a double by Colby and a walk to DiBiasio has extended the inning. In for a strike. Iantorelli a strike away from getting out of the inning and not having St. Mary's do any more damage. Way high for a ball. Now she's got to come in with a pitch. St. Mary's, they're on a streak. They won like 5 or 6 in a row. They had a hard-fought battle against Arlington Catholic yesterday. 8 innings, they won 9-7. The payoff pitch. In for strike 3. She hits her second strikeout, and it keeps St. Mary's off the board. They leave runners at second and third. We finished 2 here at Grace Regato Field. St. Mary's leading Austin Prep 3-0. 8-9-1 for Austin Prep as we start the third inning. Ian Torelli, the pitcher, is the hitter. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Newhall starting her third inning of work. That sun all of a sudden has started to sink. Two quick strikes. And I'm glad it has, because the sun was out. It was very warm. Now it's cooling a little bit. Strike 3 called. Good pitch by Newhall. Third strikeout for Lily Newhall. She started 2 of the 3 innings with a strikeout. Sullivan, the center fielder, will be the hitter. Squares the bunt, lays it down. What a nice play. They dropped the ball at first base. Second error. Great play by Rodriguez. She was right on top of that, made the perfect throw, and it just got dropped at first base. So a runner on with 1 out. Bunts, and it goes foul. In Tapa, the shortstop, struck out swinging, leading off the ball game. Swing and a miss. Oh, I'm sorry. We're 8 miles away here. I thought she swung a miss. She actually got a piece of it and fouled it back. Hit foul off the backstop. That one sliced foul off to the right side. Hit foul again. And Tapa hanging around. Swing and a miss for strike 3. She gets in Tapa for the second time. Demery, the right fielder, struck out swinging. Down and away for a ball. Swing and a miss. Quick throw down. Getting back is Sullivan. Just missed outside. Slices it foul over the Austin Prep dugout. These two teams are arch rivals. The Thanksgiving football game is St. Mary's and Austin Prep. That looked good from here, but you can't call them from here. That's a tough pitch to take with 2 strikes. High for ball 4. So that'll bring the tying run to home plate. Maroli reached on an error. And it brings a trip out to the mound. Hank Pagluka, first year coach. He's done a tremendous job with the girls hockey program. He was a softball coach before this. And he actually, I believe he won a state championship. And when the job opened up here, they had somebody right in their family to take over. Hit in the air. Porozinski, the shortstop, will make the play. So the walk in the air doesn't hurt. Austin Prep gets 2 on, and they leave 2 on. Two more strikeouts, 4 in the game for Newhall. St. Mary's made their second error. And neither one hurt them. The walk didn't hurt either. We'll move into the bottom of the third. It'll be Emily Rodriguez, Sam Porozinski, Anna Franguli, 5, 6, and 7. Turned out to be a decent night here. Doing the baseball game today, it was brutally hot. And it's going to get hotter during the week. But now with the sun going down, and it cools off at least a little bit. Crazy week they're talking about. It was 90 today. They're talking about high 90s into Wednesday. And then Thursday and Friday and Saturday will drop down into the 70s. Good old New England. Emily Rodriguez popped up to the first baseman in foul territory. Her one trip. Low for a ball. Low again, 2-0. In for a strike. 2-1 the count. To the spot in third baseman. That's another. Katana was another one that's not here, normally a third baseman. Hit into left field for a base hit. Just a little flare in front of the left fielder. So for the second time in 3 innings, St. Mary says the leadoff hitter on. Sam Porozinski hasn't been up officially yet, but she's got an RBI. She drew the walk with the bases loaded. And again, they give her a lot of room to the left side because the center fielder is well into right center field. I'm not sure why. In for a strike. Rodriguez, they faked the throw to first. Rodriguez was diving back anyway. Picked up a little Grace Regato dirt. Low for a ball. This is one of those tough times. The center fielder is in right center field, and she's perfectly in line with me and the hitter. And whichever way I lean, she leans that way with the pitch. Slices it foul off the backstop. Solid shot. Get out in front and pulled it foul. Hit it well, just get out front too much. Pulled it well foul. And with that shot to left field, the center fielder now moves over to play dead center field. She was way over in right center field. Missing inside, she took a long look at that pitch and held her breath. And the umpire said inside ball. High for ball four. Wozinski draws her second walk. Let's see, maybe she has a threat again. First and second, nobody out. Anna Franguli got a big 2-out hit in the first inning, knocked in 2 runs. So I don't think they'll play small ball here. She dumped it in the right field. And St. Mary's sent the girl from second home and she scored. And I say they won't play small ball, but they bunt and they throw it away. The run scores, and they got the runner. They tag her out. Out at the plate. Franguli tried to score. So a bizarre play. The bunt is good for a base hit for Franguli. She goes all the way to third on the error. Gruzinski went to third on the error as well, but went too far, and she got in a rundown. And I guess they're putting the runner back at third base because they called timeout. Everybody was walking back and time was called. So Franguli is still at third base. Porozinski is the out. Porozinski took a wide turn, got caught in the rundown, and was out. Franguli scooted all the way to third, and then when everybody was walking around, like walking back to the mound, Franguli thought she could score. They threw the ball home and tagged her out, but the umpires had called timeout, and the play was dead. So Franguli's back at third base. So a bizarre play. Perfect bunt. They threw the ball away. Run scores. Runner goes to third. Batter goes to second. But then in the rundown, Porozinski is out, and Franguli winds up at third. She's out trying to score, but time was called. She's back at third base. For those of you who are keeping score at home, they bunted foul. That's Brad trying to bunt. Brad was called out on strikes in the first inning. That one hit her in the foot. So she goes to first base. Julia Niccolo. She tried to bunt. She popped it like right about over her shoulder, and the catcher, Fideli, just flashed the glove and made a one-handed grab as it was going behind her. A very nice defensive play. So first and third for Niccolo at the top of the order on deck. One run in, one out, first and third, bottom of the third. Way up in the air off the backstop. It deflected back. Franguli couldn't score, but Brad goes to second on a major league wild pitch and hit the backstop on the fly. So once again, St. Mary's has second and third. They had second and third in the second. A walk low the bases, but Ian Torelli got a strikeout to get out of the inning. High again off the backstop. Both times Nicholas squaring to bunt. And now another powwow. We've had a lot of conversations. Coach again coming out to the mound. Coach Frank Pagluca came to talk to his hitter. St. Mary's got 3 in the first. They've got another one here. One scored on a bases loaded walk. The other one, a big 2-out hit by Anna Franguli. And now a hit, a walk, a bunt single, and an error. Second error in the game for Austin Prep. Both times have been on bunts thrown away at first. Bunts it to first. They got the runner caught, and she's safe at third base. They throw it behind her again, and she goes to third. So Franguli scores on the throw to first. Brad got off the bag. They thought they had her. They threw it behind her. Two outs for Maloney, who reached on an error and scored and flied to left. Way high for a ball. Boy, when Ian Torelli misses the strike zone, she misses the strike zone. Two more runs for St. Mary's. Had a bunt, fouls it off. Tries to push it, goes foul. This is the most small ball I've seen St. Mary's play. High for a ball. Yeah, we got deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runs in for St. Mary's here in the third inning. High again over ahead of Maloney. You don't have to throw it too high to get over her head. She's not that big a target. And it's ball 4 as it goes to the backstop. They throw to second to try and get Maloney, and they wind up throwing it away at home. Brad comes up limping. So Maloney draws a walk, steals second, and as she steals second, they decide to throw to second. And then when he tried to throw the ball home, Brad is already there. So they've matched their first inning output. They get 3 more here. It's now 6-0. Brad wound up all the way at third. The throw home went over the catcher's head for the second error in the inning, a third error in the ball game. Wide for a ball. And again, the third baseman, Wilcox, charging to the plate. Last time she did that, Colby bunted right by her. Colby has singled and scored and doubled. The double was the first thing, she squared the bunt, she pushed it right by Wilcox charging. Second hit, she squared the bunt, Wilcox charged again, and she ripped it right by her down the left field corner. And she did it again. She just squared like she was going to bunt and pulled the bat back. So she's got Wilcox at third guessing. High for a ball. Everybody breaking the plate when she shortens up, but then she brings the bat back to swing away. That's ball 4. So first and third, at least momentarily. Raina DiBiase bounced out third to first and walked. In for a strike. And again, they just walked to second base because they let them go. Last time they tried to get him going to second, wound up with a double steal, and they scored a run. So second and third again for St. Mary's. They've had it in each of the 3 innings. High off the backstop. That time, if they were coming when off the catcher's glove, they probably would have scored because it rolled toward the St. Mary's dugout. But there's not much room. Not room anywhere in foul territory. It's like 6 or 8 feet. Hit foul off the backstop. DiBiase was the 8th hitter in the inning. They batted 8 in the first inning, getting 3. They batted 8 here, and they got 3 more. Love tap into center field. Nice job. Sullivan, the center fielder, got a good jump. It looked like it might be a base hit. Just almost like a half swing by DiBiase. She lines out for the third out. But St. Mary's adds to their lead. They get 3 more. We played 3 here at the Grace Regato Field. 6-0. St. Mary's over Austin Prep. 4, 5, and 6 for Austin Prep as we start the 4th inning. Willie Hall was sitting on the bench for a long time. She was in the on-deck circle when the last out was made. So she had a little bit of a respite. Fideli, the catcher, hit a solid shot and hit it right at the center fielder, DiBiasio, back in the first inning. Hits it off the screen, the backstop, foul. Solid shot into left field for a base hit. So she's hit it hard twice. She gets a base hit. First hit for Austin Prep. They have to lead our hitter on for the first time. They had 3 base runners, 2 errors and a walk, but there were. The error came with 2 outs in the first inning. The error came with 1 out. The walk came with 2 outs in the third. And they'll have a runner for the catcher at first base. Patty, the second baseman, had a little soft pop that third baseman Rodriguez made a nice play on, diving and make the catch coming towards home plate. Squares and misses the pitch for strike 1. Hit in the air to left field. Colby dripping back, makes the play for the first out. She's usually the right fielder. But with Grossi not here and Alessandro not here and Catano not here, she moved over. Nicola was in right. Franguglia, who usually plays left, is playing second base. Melanson flat out to left her 1 trip. The pitch is in for a strike. Popped up out of the reach of Maloney and Brad. Hit the third. They go to first. Nice job, Maloney, going down and getting the low throw. Nice play by Rodriguez. Second out goes 5-3. Austin Prep has their second runner at second base, both times with 2 outs. Young, the designated player, popped up to the first baseman in foul territory. Hit in the air to center field. DiBiasio coming in, makes the one-handed catch. So they get the leadoff hit. Once again, they strand a runner. Newhall retires the next 3. Gives up her first hit. We're halfway through the ball game with St. Mary's leading it. Six to nothing over Austin Prep. Four, 5, and 6 for the Spartans as we start the bottom of the 4th. And we got a new pitcher. And Toppa is the new pitcher. So Ian Torelli goes 3, gives up 6 runs. 5 hits, walked 5, struck out 2 and hit a batter. Patty, the second baseman, will go to short. Crow 2 will be at second base, and I'm assuming she's in for the pitcher. She'll hit in the pitcher spot. Newhall pops it up, and the second baseman takes it away from the shortstop. They almost had a collision. So 1 out on 1 pitch. Emily Rodriguez popped to the first baseman, singled and scored. She was involved in that wacky play when she was at third base. Franguli bunted. She beat it for a base hit when they threw it away at first base. Off the third baseman's glove, a solid shot. She's got a base hit. I thought she had a base hit. They called her out. Wow. I didn't think that was close. Neither did the St. Mary's fans. Neither did Rodriguez. 2 away. Sam Pozinski. She was involved in that wacky play when the bunt got thrown away. Rodriguez scored. Pozinski took off from first and went to third. Made a wide turn. They caught her in a rundown. She was out. Franguli, who bunted for the hit, went all the way to third. And whenever in a commotion, everybody milling around, she thought she could score. She took off from third. They tagged her out. Another nice play by the third baseman, Wilcox. She got that ball over there in a hurry. They called Franguli out, but then they said time was called. So she went back to third base. And she wound up scoring. So St. Mary's out in the fourth, a 1-2-3 inning. First 1-2-3 inning. As Topper comes in and shuts them down. We finished 4. St. Mary's leading 6-0 over Austin Prep. Bottom 2, then back to the top of the order for Austin Prep in the 5th inning. This is Crow 2. Who went into play second base when they changed pitchers. She's hitting in the pitcher spot. So St. Mary's missing 3 starters. Had to move people around a little bit. But they're still well on their way to their 14th win. In for a strike. Perez done a nice job behind the plate. I don't know what year she's in, but she didn't look like I know she's not a senior. That didn't miss by much. Hit in the air. Long run for Colby. Gets there and makes the play. Sullivan reached on an error. She bunted and they threw her out, but the ball was dropped at first base. Low and away for a ball. Low and in for a ball. Swings and misses at that pitch. That might have been ball 3. That was a little bit high. These hitters like that high pitch. Waves at that, and we're even 2-2. Down and away for a ball. Top of the order on deck. Missing again. She's got to come in with. No, I thought that was ball 4. She was swinging the bat at home plate. I thought I missed a pitch, but now she walks to first base. Second walk given up by Lily Newhall. And Tompa was the shortstop. She's now the pitcher. She struck out swinging twice. She's the top of the order. In for a strike. Get behind by 6, it takes part of your game away. You really can't bunt unless you're bunting for a hit. You don't really steal bases because you don't want to give away outs. Lined into center field for a base hit. So first and second for Austin Prep. Demery, the right fielder, has struck out and walked. So 2 on with 1 out for Austin Prep trying to get on the board. Hit foul. That looked like it got somebody in the dugout. They stand up in that opening leading to the dugout, and it hit right there and looked like it hit one of them. We hope everybody's okay. And again, the coach come out having a conversation with the umpire. And now 2 umpires get together. I'm not sure what that was all about. I'm not sure what that was all about. We've had a lot of conversations. In for a strike. Quickly 0-2. Slicing it foul off the third base side. Try to change up. Started high, stayed high. Hit up the middle for a base hit. Throw the plate not in time. So Demery gets a base hit and an RBI. Austin Prep gets on the board. Right up the middle. And it's still first and second with one out. Maroli, the first baseman, has reached on an error and popped a shot. So a one-out walk followed by back-to-back singles gets Austin Prep on the board. In for a strike. Newhart didn't give up a hit in 3 innings. She only gave up 1 hit through 4. But now back-to-back hits after a walk, and it's 6-1. High and away for a ball. Down and in for a ball. She's got to come in with a pitch or load the bases. Hit deep to right field over everybody's head. They waited to see if it would be caught. 1 run will score. Maloney has a stand-up double. Washington Prep trying to creep back in. After an out, a walk, 2 straight singles, and now a double. And it's 6-2, second and third for Fideli, who hit a shot to the center fielder, right at the center fielder. Last time up, hit a hard shot in the left field for a base hit. So she's 1 for 2. And she can get Austin Prep a lot closer. Started out innocently enough with a fly ball, but then the walk got things going. 3 straight hits. Brings the confidence out in the mound. We've had a few of these. We've had more conferences than playing time. So Fideli, the catcher, is a tough hitter. She's hit the ball solid twice. She's up now at second and third and can get Austin Prep a lot closer. Pitching wide for a ball. Down and away for a ball. Missing again, 3-0. I don't know if that was intentional or not. But coming into the inning, St. Mary's was leading 6-0. Patty, who's now the shortstop, was the second baseman, is the hitter. She's the tying run at home plate. Bases are jammed. Down and in for a ball. 2 walks in the inning. 3 hits. Chops hit the pitch. That was out of the strike zone. Newhall got help with that pitch. High for a ball. She was almost perfect for 3 innings. Finally gave up a base hit, but then retired 3 in a row after they hit in the 4th. But they got to a little bit here. Missing low for a ball. She likes to go quickly. She doesn't take much time at all. Hit the shot. It's an error through the wickets. 2 runs they're going to score. So all of a sudden the tying runs are on base. The go-ahead runners at the plate. Melanson has fly to the left and ground to the third. In for a strike. I'm not sure where Porzinski was going to go with that. I think she's trying to throw it before she caught it. Went right through the wickets, out into left field, and Demery and Maroli both scored. Down and in for a ball. So 2 on with 1 out. Hit foul off the catcher. Melanson, the left fielder, is the 8th hitter in the inning. So St. Mary's had 2 3-run innings. Austin Prep now has a 4-run inning. And we call timeout because we're going to get a runner at second base. Swing and a miss. That's a big strikeout. Young, the designated player, has popped to first and fly to center. She's hitting for the third baseman, Wilcox. She's the 9th hitter in the inning. And the ball is misplayed at third. They had it, bobbled it, dropped it. Another error. Now the tying runs are in scoring position for Austin Prep. Top of the order in Topper. Second time up in the inning. She's the 10th hitter in the inning. She got a base hit and scored a run in this inning. Swing and a miss. She struck out swinging her first 2 times. Maloney makes the play. She caught the ground ball and all-out dive at first base. So they send 10 to the plate. 4 of them score. Three hits. 2 walks. A strikeout. 2 big errors in the inning. They now made 3. They made 4. And Ole Miss momentum has changed sides a little bit. As Austin Prep has got back in it, it's now 6-4. It'll be the bottom 3 in the order for St. Mary's. Anna Franguli, Roma Brad, Julia Nicolo to face Intapa, who starting her second inning. So all of a sudden, that 6-0 lead evaporated, and 6-4, and they had the bases loaded. Maloney had to make that diving play at first base. She just all-out dive and just beat the hitter Intapa to the bag for the 3rd out, because that would have been another run, and the tying run would have been a 3rd. The go-ahead run would have been a 2nd. So Franguli is perfect. She shingled in 2 in the 1st. She bunted for a hit in the 3rd and came around to score a run. That was that wacky play when they initially called her out for trying to score after she went to 3rd when they caught Porozinski in a rundown. She wound up at 3rd and trying to score. They tagged her out, but then they said go back to 3rd because we called timeout. It's foul off the catcher. Franguli, Roma Brad, Julia Nicolo. Hit to 3rd, Wilcox. Boy, she gets it. I think Washington Prep might want to have her as a pitcher on the baseball team. That's her 3rd straight play, and she gets it over to first base in a hurry. Roma Brad struck out, got hit by a pitch, and scored a run. Fishing wide for a ball. Again, the center fielder for Washington Prep way over to right center. Fishing wide, 2-0. The good thing about the sun going down was it cooled off. The bad thing, the mosquitoes are out. High for ball 3, so she'll take a long look, at least 1, maybe 2 pitches. In for a strike. She'll be very selective here, 3-1. In for strike 2. Can't be selective now. Strike 3 call. She comes back and gets her. She came in relief and got the out. She came in the 4th inning. She's retired 5 in a row. Julia Niccolo popped to the catcher. Bunted got thrown out first base to second base covering. But on the play, the run scored. Squares takes the pitch for a strike. High for a ball. Hit in the air, foul down the left side. Pulled it well, foul. Solid shot by the third baseman for a base hit. And Topper had retired 5 in a row before the base hit. Top of the order, Maloney. She reached on there and scored, fly to left, walked. In for a strike. Hit in the left field for a base hit. So back-to-back singles after 2 outs. Jill Colby, who's perfect. She singled and scored, doubled and walked. So she's 2 for 2 with a run scored. And she's had the defense moving all over the place. She bunted for a hit the first time. She faked bunting the last 2 times. Her double came with everybody charging like she was going to bunt. She drilled it by the third base bag Down the corner in left field. Center fielder can come a long way. She's out in center field. She ran a long way to cover second base with the runner off the bag. Hit up the middle for a base hit. The run will score. A big 2-out hit by Colby. She's having herself a night. Piccolo scores. So 3 straight hits after 2 outs. Get St. Mary's a little more breathing room. Marina DiBiasio, the hitter. Nice stop by the catcher, Fideli. DiBiasio was grounded out, walked, and hit a solid shot right at the center fielder. So she's 0 for 2. Hit foul at home plate. Down and in, another nice strut. That hitter. Lily Newhall can certainly help herself here. All 2-out lightning for St. Mary's. 2 quick outs. 3 straight hits, now a hit batsman. A run in, the bases loaded, 2 outs. Newhall has walked, struck out, popped to the second baseman. So when Topper was sailing along, we tied 5 in a row. Down and in for a ball. Coming in relief. Third baseman made 3 straight plays, a strikeout. Easy pop to second base. They weren't getting to her at all. She retired the first 2 in this inning. And now St. Mary's has got to her. That one goes to the backstop. The run's going to score. Maloney hustles in. So St. Mary's just scores every other inning. 3 in the first, missed the second. 3 in the third, missed the fourth. 2 here in the fifth, and they have second and third with 2 outs. Way up and away for a ball. Wide for a ball again. So that momentum that Austin Prep had, St. Mary's is taking a little bit of it away. Swing and a miss. It goes to the backstop. Another run scores. They throw it away, but the run will stay. So it got by the catcher. Their third 3-run inning. And they still have a runner at third. So Austin Prep got 4. St. Mary's got 3 of them back. So they don't have their 6-run cushion back, but they've got 5 of them. And that's ball 4. Extends the inning for Emily Rodriguez, who popped to first, singled and scored. Had a hard shot to the third baseman. And was thrown out. And we have another conversation. I don't know if we're going to have a pitching change. Austin Prep talking to the defense. Frank Pagluca talking to the offense. They batted 8 in the first and scored 3. They batted 8 in the third and scored 3. Emily Rodriguez will be the 7th hitter in the inning, and they've scored 3. So everything stays the same for Austin Prep, and Topper is still on the mound. Squares the bunt. They throw it down. Out at second, the run doesn't score. But St. Mary sends 7 to the plate. They almost got the 4 that Austin Prep got in the top, and they get 3. So now they have a 5-run cushion, and they get the momentum back. We played 5 full. 9-4. St. Mary's over Austin Prep. 2, 3, and 4 for Austin Prep as we start the 6th inning. Demery struck out, walked. She got a big RBI single and scored a run in that big 4-run 5th inning. So that momentum that Austin Prep got, they were excited in the dugout. The fans got into it because they cut it to 6-4, and they got the first 2 outs in the 5th inning. And then St. Mary's got 3 straight hits, a hit batsman, a couple of wild pitches, and they got 3 of the 4 back. Pitching inside for the ball. In for a strike. 1-2. High for a ball, 2-2. Missing down and away. High for ball 4. Hit in the air to center field. DiBiase was there to make the play. Seven walks given up by Newhall. That's not her style. She doesn't do that. High for a ball. In for a strike. Umpire likes that low pitch. On the inside corner for a strike. He loves that low pitch. Strike. I thought he said strike 3. Looked like a good pitch. I guess he didn't say that. Hit back to the mound. Newhall makes the play. Patty, the shortstop, popped to third, fly to left, reached on an error. In for a strike. Pitching low for a ball. Down and away for a ball. St. Mary's already knows that they're number 2 in the Catholic Central League Cup tournament, not the state tournament, the Cup tournament. Bishop Fian, who was a Division I team, defeated St. Mary's. Solid shot to left center field. In for a base hit. A run will score. The ball is thrown away. So Patty gets a base hit, an RBI. Big 2-out hit. The error allows her to go to second base. They threw the ball away to the infield. Missing for a ball. So both teams getting a little two-out lightning. High for a ball. In for a strike. Way up and away for a ball. Hit foul to the backstop. In for a base hit. That'll score another run. A little more two-out lightning. Big two-out hits by Patty and Melanson. It's now 9-6. Young, the designated player, has popped up, flied out, reached on an error. And hits the ball foul. So a walk, 2 quick outs, but then back-to-back hits. Austin Pepper's got 2 on the board. Niccolo comes on and makes the play. But not before. Austin Prep eats into that 9-4 lead. They get 2 on the board. They did it with 2 base hits. A walk started it. Austin Prep is down to their last 3 outs. They're trailing 9-6. St. Mary's will hit in the bottom of the 6th. It'll be Emily Rodriguez, Sam Porozinski, and Franguli. Rodriguez was the hitter when they threw Newhall out trying to steal second base. So Austin Prep not going away. They were down 6-0. They cut it to 6-4. They saw St. Mary's answer their 4-run inning with 3 of their own, their third 3-run inning, to push the back up to 9-4. And now Austin Prep hanging around. They get 2 more to make it 9-6. And Topper will start her 3rd inning of work. Rodriguez has got a single in 3 trips. Chops it foul. She scored a run in the 3rd inning, which was one of the 3 that St. Mary scored 3 in. They got 3 in every other inning. They scored all of a 3 in the 5th with 2 outs. 2 quick outs. 3 straight hits. A hit batsman. A couple of wild pitches. Off the third baseman. Rodriguez will reach on the error. If Wilcox feels that Rodriguez is out because she's got an arm like Nolan Ryan, she gets the ball across in a hurry. Sam Porozinski walked twice, grounded out third to first. Gets the bunt down. Is Wilcox making another play? Rodriguez didn't look because there was nobody covering third. She could have gone to third base. Anna Franguli singled in 2, singled and scored, grounded out third to first. In for a strike. High for a ball. Wide for a ball. Down and in for a ball. That's ball 4. So the walk puts runners at first and second. Franguli's on for the 3rd time. Roma Brad struck out, got hit by a pitch and scored and struck out. Is this a pinch hitter? It must be. And I don't know who it is because I can't see the numbers with her. They don't have the numbers on the front. So a hitter for Brad. I think that's what the umpire was doing, taking the time. In for a strike. Julia Nicola was the on-deck hitter. Hit the third. She'll make the play. Wilcox again. She's been very good at third base. 2 outs. Niccolo has popped the catcher, bunt, and got thrown out by the first baseman to the second baseman. Last time up, she got a base hit. She started that 3-run uprising with 2 outs. Now, safe at second base. The ball kind of died in the dirt. Little half pop, half line drive. The shortstop Patty tried to smother it, and it just dropped in the dirt. Niccolo gets a base hit. And the bases are loaded again for Brooke Maloney, who reached an error and scored, fly to left, walked, singled, and scored. Down and away for a ball. In for a strike. High for a ball. 2-1. Maloney is 1 for 3. She scored 2. Way up over her head. Oh, and Tompa's got to come in with a pitch. Oh, St. Mary's going to get another run. She'll take a good look at this one. And that's ball 4. Franguli scores her second run. Again, 2-out Lightning with St. Mary's. Joe Colby is perfect. Singled and scored, double, walked, singled in a run and scored. Waves at that pitch that was down and in. She's 3 for 3. Scored twice and knocked in a run. She's a third of the offense. Hit in the left field for a base hit. They send the runner home, and she scores because the ball is dropped. They got a break. Colby gets 2 more RBI. Maloney goes to third on the throw. Colby goes to second on the throw. And they've got their 4th 3-run inning. So this time they say, Austin Prep, you got 2. We'll see your 2 and raise your 1. So Austin Prep got 4, St. Mary's got 3. Then Austin Prep got 2, St. Mary's gets 3. Their 4th 3-run inning. So they've doubled up. They've got their 6-run lead back that they started with through 3 innings. Hit foul past first base. DiBiase was grounded to third. Walked, line to center field, got hit by a pitch. She's been on base twice. She hit the ball hard twice. She hit it right at the third baseman for an out, and she hit it right at the center fielder. If she hit it where she hit it to the center fielder, she could run forever because the center fielder's over in right center field. And the hit she made was right over second base. Shot, knocked down by the shortstop. Can't make the play. She's safe. She beat it for a base hit. She can move. She gets an RBI. Maloney, the leadoff hitter, scores her third run. Colby is at third. DiBiase at first. First and third, 2 outs. A little more 2-out lightning for St. Mary's. A hit and a walk and 2 hits with 2 outs. Up and away for a ball. Lily Newhall is the 9th hitter in the inning. She walked and scored, struck out, popped the second, walked, and got thrown out trying to steal second base. Or the runner for her. DiBiase just takes a stroll to second base. They let her go. So once again, second and third. They've had this many times in the ballgame. Chop foul. So they had every other inning, starting with the first, they got 3. Now here in the 6th, they get 4. And they lead it 13-6. Three outs away from their 14th win. Only one loss in the league. They lost a tough game at Gloucester. Base hit up the middle. 2 runs they're going to score.
That's what a 4-hitter does.
Lily Newhall helps herself. Colby scores.
Clean up swing right there.
DiBiase scores. Colby scores her 3rd run. Six runs in the inning. So they matched the 6 that Boston Prep had coming into this inning. They batted around. Emily Rodriguez, who started it, reaching on an error, is the hitter. And we have a runner again at first for Newhall. Again, 2-out lightning. A hit, a walk. 3 straight hits. All with 2 outs. Hit in the center field for a base hit. Sam Porozinski. She's the 11th hitter in the inning. She's walked for an RBI, walked, grounded out to third. Got thrown out by the third baseman. The wild pitch will move him up. And guess what? St. Mary's has second and third again. In for a strike. on the outside corner. (15-6). If they could score the runner from third, this game would be over. Off the catcher, nobody going anywhere. Washington Prep climbed back into it at 6-4 with 4 runs in the top of the fifth. St. Mary's answered with 3 in the bottom of the fifth. Now they get 6 here. A big 15 runs. Off the catcher again. If this was college, this game would be over. 8-run rule. Up and away for ball 4. The walk extends the inning and loads the bases for Anna Franguli. And it brings a trip out to the mound. Franguli is singled in 2, singled and scored, grounded out third to first, walked and scored. She scored twice and knocked in 2. And we have another conversation on the mound. St. Mary's looking to get that runner home from third and end this one. They're certainly going to pick up their 14th win. With only an inning left, but they could end it here. It's been a long night here at the Grace Regato Field. Umpire not hurrying to break up the gap fest. They break it up on their own. They stay in Topper. This is amazing again. 2-out lightning for St. Mary's. A hit, a walk, 4 straight hits, and another walk. Franguli can end it. That one rolls in. That hits her, and that should be the game. That's 10. I thought 10 was the game. I thought that was a mercy rule. (16-6). Hank Bagluka was talking to the plate umpire. I thought 10-run was a mercy rule. Nobody's going anyplace. Franguli's got her 3rd RBI. She's on for the 4th time. And I guess 10 runs is not a mercy rule. I thought it was. Maybe that's just baseball. In for a strike. Hit in the air to right field. They finally end the inning. 13 hitters go to the plate for St. Mary's. Seven of them score. St. Mary's has a 10-run cushion. It's 17-6. Austin Prep down to their last 3 outs as we reach the end of 6 innings. 8-9-1 for Austin Prep as we start the 7th and final inning. Well, St. Mary's gets 3 in the first, 3 in the third, 3 in the 5th, and they get 7 in the 6th, sending 13 hitters to the plate. 5 hits, 3 walks, a hit batsman, and an error. In for a strike. Croteau came in to play second when they changed pitches. She went up once and flied to left field. Swing and a miss. Way up off Brad's glove off the backstop. So St. Mary's had 2 out Lightning in the 5th. Nobody on. They scored 3. Croteau gets a base hit, getting the first before the throw got there. Sullivan, the center fielder, reached an error, walked and scored. In for a strike. Austin Prep needs a 10-run inning. Well, so they're going to drop to 7-5. 2 quick strikes. Throw down the first, back easily is Croteau. Down and away for a ball. What a nice play. They throw it away at first base. What's the number of the second baseman? Alyssa Grossi, who hasn't been here, must have just showed up. She made a great play snagging that line drive. They almost had a double play. Maloney tried to make a great stretch at first base, but the throw was high. The runner got back safely, but there's one away. Nice play. Grossi hasn't been here. She showed up late. She goes in, plays second base, and makes a great play. In for a strike. And top of the pitcher is the hitter. She got a base hit in 4 trips, and she scored a run. She was part of that four-run uprising in the 5th inning. Strike 3 called. Washington Prep down to their last out. Chop foul. Demery struck out, walked, singled in a run and scored a run, walked and scored. So she's 1 for 2, scoring 2 and knocking in a run. Down and in, nice stop by Brad. She's done a nice job behind the plate. In for a strike. Strike 3 called. Exclamation point put on Newhall for the last out. And this defensive battle. 22 runs scored in this defensive battle. 2 strikeouts for Newhall. She gave up the 6 runs. 6 base hits. She walked 4. Struck out 7. She gets another win on the mound. St. Mary's will go to 14-2. Austin Prep will drop to 7-5. St. Mary's got 3 in the first, 3 in the third to jump out 6-0. Austin Prep made it close, getting 4 in the top of the 5th to make it 6-4. St. Mary's answered right back with 3 in the bottom of the inning. Their third 3-run inning to make it 9-4. Austin Prep got 2 to get back in a little bit, making it 9-6. But then St. Mary's sent 13 hitters to the plate in the 6th inning. Scored 7 times, and they win it 16-6 over Austin Prep for their 14th win. For St. Mary's, Maloney was on base 4 times, scored 3 times, had a hit, reached on an error, walked twice. The walk got her an RBI. So she scored 3, knocked in a run. Jill Colby was perfect. Single, double, walk, single, single. Knocked in 3, scored 3. Marina DiBiasio was on base 3 times, had an RBI, scored a run. Lily Newhall drew a walk, scored a run, got a single, knocking in 2 and scored a run. The runner for her scored the run. Scored both runs running for Newhall. Emily Rodriguez was on base 3 times, scored a run. Sam Porozinski drew 3 walks. Anna Franguli was on base 4 times. 2 singles, a walk, a hit batsman. She scored 2, knocked in 3. Brad got hit by a pitch, scored a run. The pinch hitter for her, and I apologize, we couldn't tell who the hitter was, reached on the fielder's choice and scored a run. Julia Nicolo had 2 base hits, had RBI and scored 2 runs. And everybody got involved, everybody hit, and most of the time it was like in the 3rd they scored 3 runs after 2 outs. In the 6th there were 2 outs, and they scored 5 of their 7 runs, and they win it going away 16-6 over Austin Prep. St. Mary's getting ready for that first for the Catholic Central League Cup tournament, and then the state tournament. Picks up their 14th win. They'll get a high seed. They'll certainly have a home game in the state tournament. Everything in the cup tournament will be played at Gordon College, so we won't see them there. But they win it big here, 16-6 over Austin Prep to go 14-2. Austin Prep drops to 7-5. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.